Hello and welcome to Caching Waves. Today I'm going to show you my larger view of Bitcoin in 2023 all the way down to the 15-minute candles. Just wanted to show you guys what I'm looking for coming up. First of all, in my larger trend, I have this as either a ABC or a 1, 2, coming up for a 3, 4, and eventually a 5. Now this structure here is pretty difficult to count. I have it as either a 1 in 5 waves, where we're getting an expanded flat or a complex correction here coming off the high, or this is either a double zigzag where we came up here, had an expanded flat in between, and finished in a C wave, 5 wave. So that's what we're looking at currently for the longer term trend. Looking for further downside over the past week. What's happened? Had to adjust the counts a little bit. Zooming in a little bit here. Areas of interest are down at the 1-to-1 of this ABC, or between the 1236 and the 1382. First of all, I just wanted to show you quickly. I'm not going to go too in depth, but this was a zigzag. We then had a expanded flat X, and looking for either an A, B, C, or a WXY off this high here. And I'll show you what I mean in the lower time frames. So that's the daily I'm looking at right now. Let's go down to the hourly. Well, from that proposed high, the X wave, have either a WXY or an ABC looking for 5. Now, just some areas of interest here. You can see we had a double zigzag down for our A or W. Extensions off this first ABC came to 1.618, which is more of an extreme on our WXY, but it's valid. Off that, we had a 3-wave pattern up, and either a zigzag followed by a expanded flat, or running flat, sorry, for our X wave or B. As you can see, we came between the 382 and the 50 in both linear and log. So there's a possibility, I'm paying attention to this, that we make a slightly lower low, just to be aware of this potential. This looks like 5 down, but if we just get a little bit lower, at least 0.618 of this first extension, we could pop back up in a expanded flat before further downside. So I'm just telling you that even though we have 5 down, that's a potential. No reason not to take this short in the meantime. But if we do rebound, that's what I would look for. And all that would be is a 3-wave A 3-wave B, and then a C wave up in a expanded flat. And that stays valid. Minimum we need is the 1.05. And then we'd have the 1382 and the 1236. So we could get this B wave all the way down to the 1.236 at like 24,230-ish. We can still get this rebound up, or this would just be a bigger correction. So just something to keep in mind. I don't think it's probable to happen, but just in case the market does that, you know what to expect. Just because we came to 382, so it's possible that we go a little bit higher. Now going to my primary counts here, finishing up. So off our AB for our C wave target is 22,268, where we have a potential bottom and a little lower in linear. Sticking to log scale for now. It's the closest of the two prices, so that's where I would look to take profits. And if we have a WXY, you can see I mapped out the 2 counts for you here. We'd either get an ABC followed by an ABC followed by an ABC, similar to up here, ABC, 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 very similar. This would be a Y wave rather than a C. And if we are doing a flat, we'd expect 5 waves down from here to finish our complex correction. Both similar targets, just pay attention to that if this happens, you'd expect 3 waves down. You don't want to be waiting for that extra wave. So these are the areas of interest. As you can see, the 1-to-1 is right above the 50 of the larger up move. If I go to the daily, you know what I'm talking about. That's the retracement of this A wave down at the 15-minute level. Sorry, the hourly. That's the 50 that we're looking for at the 1-to-1, and on linear scale our 1-to-1 comes down to the 618, which the linear scale looks like the perfect opportunity for long if we get there. As you can see, our trend lines are also working best in log. So right around this area between 22,268 and 21,504 is the area of interest for me for a potential long. Now let's go down to the 15-minute and see what we can do this week. First of all, we've got 5 waves down, it appears, and it appears like we are on an A wave working on our B wave. So looking for a 3-wave move here between the 382 and the 618. That's 26,372 and 2734. And on linear 26406 and 27069. So looking for this move before opening our short. If you were to take that entry, hopefully you get an average price of 50. If you take a dollar cost average between the 382 and the 618, and we'd be targeting way down for those longer term 1-to-1 there as our first take profit. About a 3-to-1 risk reward with your stop at the high. An interesting thing about that potential C wave higher I mentioned in this potential flat scenario, if we were to do something like this or even a running flat, similar targets if it was a WXY here, double zigzag behind. So just something to keep in mind. If we take off here, once we take off here on the 15-minute, finishing up this 3-wave pattern, you would expect, so you got the entry there and we started to come down, you would expect 5 waves. So as soon as we got this potential 3rd wave started of the 3rd, you can move your stop into complete break even, because the 4th wave after should not overlap with the 1st. So that's where I'd move my stop as soon as we showed profit, just to protect from that higher C wave potential. Make sure you lock up profits. So just wanted to give you guys a quick review there on Bitcoin. That's what I'm looking for this week. Looking for short entries anywhere in this area with the stop at the high. Once the trade to start to go our way, make sure to lock up our profits and make it a free trade. If you have any questions, leave them below. Thanks for watching, guys.